now, finally, today is a special day. It is May 14th, 2020, and we are 2 months in to this quarantine. It began shortly after the beginning of March. I remember on St. Patrick's Day the restaurants were closed. That was March 17th. So it happened like the week before that, I think, was when you started hearing your first rumblings about coronavirus, and you're thinking, what's coronavirus? Well, we all know now what it is. Anyway, I am proud to announce that Eagle Point's very own Port in the Storm, one of the best restaurants I've ever been to in my whole life, Crackin and Stackin, is open for business. They had to close down in early March. In fact, I think it's been 8 weeks since they've done business at all. They decided to close up shop, regroup, and strategize their next move, which happens to be opening for takeout now. You can order from takeout, and I guess I overdid it just a little bit. I missed eating there so much. I went ahead and got all the favorites. I've got this, what's called the birthday stack is what it is. And even though it's not a birthday, it's still worth celebrating. This is a day of celebration as we celebrate the reopening of Crackin and Stackin here in Eagle Point, Oregon. Now, before I start eating all this delicious food, I guess I overdid it just a tad, but I was excited. Can you blame me? I've got my pancakes here, and I ended up with more pancakes. I don't know how that happened. I know I ordered the combo. I said I wanted hash browns and I wanted sausage and egg. Don't know where the extra pancakes came from, but that's okay. We'll eat them anyway. And I ordered like $40 worth of stuff from DoorDash. You can order through DoorDash on your smartphone if you want. Or you can call Crackin and Stackin on the phone. And you can order directly, and you can, like for curbside delivery, you can just order it and they'll make it for you. And then you can go pick it up. But I am very, very excited. But first, I like to always do these little updates. So today's May 14th. And these statistics are current as of today. 4.4 million infected people with coronavirus worldwide. There are almost 300,000 deaths. In the United States, there are 1.4 million cases of coronavirus. That means there's 1.4 million people who are infected with this virus. There have been 85,000 deaths. Now, it's important to note that other countries have much fewer cases than we do. Spain, Russia, and the United Kingdom, and those are all really big countries, right? They have about 250,000 cases, give or take a few. They don't have nearly as many. Right here in Oregon, we have 3,400 cases of coronavirus, or COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. 134 people have died. Right here in Jackson County, there are 50 cases of coronavirus. 40 people have recovered from it. And there have been no deaths so far. So far, so good. Since this whole outbreak began, no one has died from the COVID-19 outbreak here in Jackson County. Now, phase 1 of reopening the economy is going to begin tomorrow. That means that bars, hair salons, restaurants will open. But you'll still have to deal with social distancing. You'll still have to make sure you stay away from other people, at least 6 feet apart. Restaurants are combating that issue by reducing the number of tables they have in their restaurant. So Crackin and Stackin, for example, they'll be open tomorrow for a sit-down, dine-in experience. But I just couldn't wait. I had to order it now using DoorDash. I had to just get this out. Phase 1 is expected to last for 21 days. And during that time, only groups of 10 or less will be allowed inside the restaurant. I think that means total that they only want 10 people inside the entire dining area of the restaurant. Large group activities have been canceled and will come under review in September. That means there will be no sporting events. There will be no concerts. The Jackson County Fair, it hasn't technically been canceled, but it's been scaled back. There will not be a carnival. You probably won't have anywhere to eat either, I'm guessing. because they really don't want thousands of people congregating in the same area. What can you do at the Jackson County Fair still? Well, the 4-H exhibits will still be there. You'll still be able to see the livestock, cows and pigs. You'll still be able to see them. It also means that 4th of July parades across the state, pretty much I think just about everywhere in Oregon, have been canceled, including right here in Eagle Point. And this is the first time in 60 years that the 4th of July parade has been canceled in Eagle Point. It's unprecedented, and it is a disgrace. There will be no 4th of July parade for Eagle Point. There will be no fireworks display at night. That means there will be no parachutists dropping down on the field. They're not going to do that. There won't be any food vendors positioned along Main Street. And so that really is just, it's sad is what it is. It's real sad. And I'd like to talk to you about who's responsible, the one person responsible for wreaking havoc on all our lives, despite the fact that the coronavirus is virtually non-existent here in Southern Oregon. Kate Brown, our very own governor. She is a Democrat. She's a liberal. She's anti-Trump. She's the 38th governor to serve Oregon. She became governor in February of 2015 upon John Kitzhaber's resignation. So Oregon's had problems for quite some time. This is nothing new. Poor John Kitzhaber, huh? You know, he started his gubernatorial campaign in 1994. He became governor. And things went pretty well until 2015. And where he was apparently involved in some sort of ethics violations where he was using his public office to make money, to profit. I don't know much about it, I can't remember. But he was a Democrat too. So, just saying, folks. Democrats, liberals, you know, don't trust them. Anyway, back to Governor Brown, the second female who was served as governor in Oregon. I remember the first one, Barbara Roberts. She was the governor in the early 90s. And that was a interesting time. Remember the spotted owl and the controversy over them? The loggers were going in there and logging, and the spotted owl was a threatened endangered species. She was part of that, you know, trying to protect the owl. You don't hear much about that anymore. Anyway, Kate Brown is currently a lame duck. It means she cannot run for re-election. That would explain why she is so unreasonable when it comes to opening the economy. She doesn't have anything to lose, folks. She doesn't care if we all suffer. She doesn't care who loses their jobs. She doesn't care who dies. She doesn't care about any of that. And also, she hates Donald Trump. And she knows this shutdown of the economy is hurting the president. It's hurting his credibility. It's hurting his re-election campaign. And that's why she's doing this. Now, she cannot be re-elected. That's a good thing. But the bad news is we still have to deal with her for 2 more years. But look at what we have here before us today from Crackin and Stackin. I've got the birthday cake bash pancakes, which includes a confetti stack. There's a pancake here, and it's got confetti mixed in there. It's got sprinkles, and it's covered with a homemade whipped cream that's real delicate. It's real rich. It melts on your tongue. It's real sweet. And over here we've got some hash browns. And we've got biscuits and gravy. We've got some basted eggs. We've got some sausage links. And over here we've got just ordinary pancakes. Buttermilk. These are delicious too, but I wanted to get these because it's a festive occasion. Birthday bash. And we're celebrating the reemergence of Oregon's economy, and we're also celebrating the reopening of Crackin and Stackin, which is long overdue. 2 months is a long time to go without pancakes, without sausage, biscuits and gravy, without freshly squeezed orange juice. Man, I love this stuff. It tastes so much better than the orange juice you buy in stores. It's so sweet. And I know that the crew at Crackin and Stackin works very hard to make sure that everybody is delighted with their breakfast, with their meals, whatever they order, breakfast or lunch, whatever you're ordering, burgers. And their hard work is much appreciated. So this is a healthy breakfast. It's got strawberries, whipped cream, and I've got some extra syrup there. I don't know if this is meant to go on it, what that'll taste like if I mix it all together, but if these are too dry, you bet I'm going to stick some syrup on there. Oh, wow. Yep, that's definitely what I've been missing. These pancakes have a pillowy texture. They just about melt in your mouth. Look at these sausages. These are big links. I wonder if they still get their meat from Cherry Street Meats in Medford. These are good. Because they're very flavorful. They're large. I think they're bigger than normal sausage links. And they taste a lot better too. Crackin and Stackin is Eagle Point's best kept secret. It's been really depressing lately. You know, for months we've been in limbo. All of us, all over the world, not just here in Oregon. You know, waiting for word, for good news that this virus is going to go away. I know that the biggest concern is that a lot of people are going to die, and a lot of people have. My goodness, 80,000 people? That's a lot of people. And it just really seems like God hates Eagle Point, you know? I mean, in 2015 the mill burned down. The Butte Creek Mill burned down. 5 years later, we've got coronavirus that destroyed the economy, took away our 4th of July. Eagle Point used to be a wonderful town to live, and it still is, but we don't have anything to do this summer. I don't know how the mill's doing. I think right now there's not much they can do. So it's not going to open on schedule. It was supposed to. It was supposed to open a couple years ago. And now it's not going to open probably for another few years. The Jackson County Fair has all but been canceled. And all the fun things you used to go to be able to do there will no longer be appropriate. Can't go on any rides. You won't be able to eat any of the wonderful grease food they sell. None of the burgers or the deep fried mushrooms or those onion rings or those fries, you know. Or you can't get an elephant ear. You can't get anything like that. The 4th of July parade here in Eagle Point canceled. I mean, my God, that was a tradition for 60 years. Didn't matter what was going on in the world. You could always count on the parade. And now it's not going to happen. It's going to be a very boring summer. But at least I can eat like a king again. Yeah, it's just delicious, of course. I was worried that after 2 months they might have forgot how to make pancakes down there, but they didn't. Alright, we're going to just open it up here. Maybe we'll dip it in there. I don't think it would taste good all mixed together. Put syrup on here. But yeah, I like these pancakes. They're so light. Well, I'm not going to get up from this table until it's all been eaten up. Let's see here. Go after some egg. That's delicious. The potatoes are crispy on the outside and they're real soft on the inside there. Hash browns. Some restaurants like to make them real, like hard as a rock, like you're chewing on, like you're eating glass or something. These are good. There's little biscuits and gravy. The gravy's good. It's flavorful and it's a thick gravy. I like eating at the restaurant because the restaurant is located next to the golf course, and you'll always see wildlife. You'll see deer walking around in the grass. Kind of miss that. I miss the atmosphere, the ambiance of eating at a restaurant. It's not always about the food, it's about the experience as a whole that's meaningful to me. At least people can go camping now. They'll be opening up state parks and campgrounds. You'll be able to go to Lake of the Woods. You can go to Harris Beach State Park. That's on the coast. I can't wait to be able to do that. I read in the news that Curry County is open. Just like we are, phase 1, open partially. The hotels, lodging areas are open. So, just gotta wait for the beaches to open, I think. Those will be open. And for sure, they should be open by July or August at the latest. Now, here's hoping we won't see a spike in coronavirus cases. This is a very delicious breakfast. I'm enjoying myself immensely. Crackin and Stackin in the privacy of my own home. But I miss the restaurant. I miss seeing the friendly faces. Erica, the owner, and Krista, one of the food servers that I think every time I go in there, she's always working. So she's the one I remember the most. Both very sweet ladies. You think I can eat it all? I think it's going to be possible to eat all of this. I'm starting to get full. I'm starting to feel that sensation. Every time I go to Crackin and Stackin, I always order more food than I can eat. They have really big portions, and it's very filling. But I can't help myself. I mean, you go to a restaurant, you're starving, right? So you order food. You order what you think you can eat, and it turns out your eyes are always bigger than your stomach. Uh-oh. Oh. I haven't even touched those yet. This is a very rich breakfast. A lot of sweet flavors in there. Strawberries add sweetness. And there's lots of, and the whipped cream, of course, is very sweet. And the pancake itself. A lot of sugar in this breakfast today. Oh, I don't think we can finish it. I don't think we can. I still don't know where those extra pancakes came from. I could have sworn all I ordered was just the birthday stack. Dr. Fauci says, hold my beer. No, don't hold my beer. Don't touch my beer. Don't breathe on it. Don't be near my beer. Oh well. I forgot to mention movies. Can't go to movies either. What are people going to do for recreation this year? This summer is rapidly approaching, and there won't be anything to do hardly. Yes, you can go outdoors. I mean, social distancing. Well, hopefully it won't be too crowded. Maybe that won't be a problem for anybody. You just go out to the lake, and there's not a whole bunch of people out there. Because they're saying that if it's too busy, if it's too crowded, you'll be asked to leave. Someone will tap you on the shoulder and say you have to go, and you're gonna say like, why do I have to go? How come none of these other people have to go? You know, they're gonna choose. The government's gonna choose who gets to stay on the beach. They're gonna choose who gets to be in the water. And I don't know how they make those decisions, but it's scary. I hope to be able to leave the Rogue Valley soon. I don't like being held prisoner here. But, I mean, it's a beautiful place, but I like to be out in it. I don't want to sit in my house and chew my fingernails, worrying about the virus, which I am worried about. But it's like, on the other hand, maybe it's better to die than to live like this. But I can die a happy man today. God, I'm stuffed. Oh. Gotta keep on trucking. Is there enough room in my stomach for this biscuit? God, look at that. That's a lot of food still. At least it's a different flavor. Now instead of dealing with an onslaught of overwhelming sweetness, now I can deal with salt. That helps. Oh. I should stop. Oh God. Okay. Look, this is a good place to stop. So we did the best we could. We ordered a lot of food from Crackin and Stackin. More than I usually. Oh, excuse me. More than I'm used to ordering. Oh, we had pancakes. We had sausage links. We had eggs. Hashbrowns, biscuits and gravy. And somehow I ended up with another pancake. Don't know where that pancake came from. I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to figure out how I snuck an extra pancake on there. Oh, but this was I'm happy as a pig in slop right now. Oh, Crackin and Stackin. Welcome back. And this is just our living situation is temporary. I think by next summer everything will be back the way it should be. The mill will probably be open by then, and there won't be any traces left of this coronavirus. Everybody will be having fun. The economy will be booming. Everybody will be working, and everybody will be relaxing too. The beaches will be full. Our 4th of July parade next year will probably be the best that's ever been in the history of the 4th of July parade. In the history of the 4th of July celebrations. And maybe that's for the best. You know, they spent some money on fireworks, and they can just carry that over till next year. That's not a problem, I hope. Oh. Meanwhile, time is going by relatively fast. I mean, here it is. It's May 14th already. May 14th. But without anything to look forward to in the summer, well, I'll try to look forward to certain things. Crackin and Stackin, at least they're open again. You can always, you know. Well, oh. No. We gotta call it quits. I don't want to puke. So we'll have later with that. I think this will probably be our final COVID-19 stay-at-home video. So what a fantastic end to the series. I can't think of a better way to end it than with Crackin and Stackin. thank you for joining me. We're all going to get through this together somehow. This isn't the end of us. It's just a footnote in our history. This quarantine is almost over. We're in the home stretch. It won't be long before the stay at home, stay healthy, all that goes by the wayside. So hopefully stage 1 will be a success. And it's supposed to go on for 21 days. They're going to test the waters. They're going to see if there's a spike in infections. If not, they'll move on to phase 2. I don't even know what phase 2 is. I mean, how many phases will there be? You know, hopefully it's not too many. There won't be too many phases. And there'll be plenty more meals where this came from, I promise. But just not today. Oh no, not today. Oh God. Oh. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. And hopefully Kate Brown will resign. We can get her to resign too, just like Kitshopper did. We can always look forward to that. So, I'm so stuffed. I ate too much. Oh boy. Oh. I don't know. No, I don't want to get sick. I'm on the cusp. Alright, like ate too much. Thank you for joining me for this coronavirus quarantine video. Hopefully it'll be the last one you have to see. And we'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks. We'll see what life has in store for us. In the meantime, go to Crackin and Stackin. They're open now. There's 2 locations. There's one in Eagle Point at the Poppy Village Shopping Center. And there's one in Central Point. I think it's next to the Pioneer Bar. I want to say it's in that area there, off Pine Street. Anyway, thank you for tuning in, and stay safe out there, folks. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Oh.